Hello, happy Saturday, y'all. I wanted to come and talk about something real quick. And I don't know why. I just do not want to get out of this bed right now. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning though. I got up early. Um, you know, I wanted to come and talk about something real quick. The stalkers who clearly are very mentally ill. And we know what stalkers I'm talking about. For some reason, they seem to think that they can, number one, diminish my power. And number two, they think that they can diminish my advocacy as far as what I've been talking about. Now, I've been coming on here saying what is right. And so that's an obvious, right? Like what I've been saying is 1,000,000% correct. What I've been talking about the past probably actually I've been talking about this since the shutdown began. But in particular about my advocacy over the EBT SNAP benefits and what they're doing with that. The mentally ill stalkers, for some reason, they believe that they can ever stop my advocacy when it comes to that. They think that they can stop that. They think that they are diminishing what I am saying, what I've been saying for the longest. For some reason, they really believe that they can. And, so this is one of the reasons why they have one of the reasons why, because some people, Trump is like the father that they never had. Um, but this is the reason why they're filing the impeachment papers against him, because it's just a bad look. It's a bad look, and and especially when you have grown men that are totally lost and they're trying to model after these people, um, just within their attitude and their position. But as a woman and as a witch and as someone that stays in direct contact with spirit and with the Most High, you would have to be mentally unsound. Like you would literally have to be mentally ill to believe that, number one, you can diminish the power of somebody's advocacy. And what I've been enjoying is the fact that for really the past several months, these stalkers have been exposing themselves for the past several months. So I think that people need to, first of all, it is factually a mental illness when you laugh about things that are not funny. What's embarrassing for me is that they're all black. And then when you look at the state of Africa and you see all of the starving children in Africa, it's just a bad look. It's just a bad look. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally looks as though it looks bad. I'm sorry, it looks bad. And so no, they cannot diminish my power. No, they cannot diminish my advocacy for the world. You know what I'm saying? But they would love to, but they can't. But it's sad seeing them try, seeing somebody that is in a deep hole of misery to that degree, to where those people are literally that miserable. Trust me, if you sitting around wishing hunger on children, and if you are enjoying the evil that is happening right now, you're doing that because you feel that way because you're miserable, you're unhappy. And causing misery and unhappiness to others, if you believe that you can do it, makes you feel, I guess it's supposed to make you happy. But what if one day, what if today your misery gets worse to the point where you can't feel better about being miserable based upon seeing people, based upon seeing the corruption that is happening? I feel like some kind of angel of death or some kind of angel of prophecy is going to come to those people and just literally remove their entire consciousness of goofy. Like, now you got to really deal with it. Okay, we know that you're miserable and you're really trying to either transmute it or transform or project your misery to others to make yourself feel better. You're not gaining anything. But what if it stops making you feel better? What if everything that every miserable person does, in particular the stalkers that I'm dealing with, what if everything that they do doesn't actually make them feel better? This is literally what Spirit is telling me, that they're going to take away these people taking joy and pleasure and glee in seeing bad things happen to people. Like, literally, like, I feel like what Spirit is saying is that, and probably, what time is it? Probably soon, and they can't protect themselves from it. Like, what I can see coming for those people, since they like to try to cause misery in other people's lives, since they like to, they're enjoying. And what's crazy is that these people don't even have a lot of money. They're not rich, wealthy, well off, or even accomplished. I believe that what Spirit is saying right now is that moving forward, none of those people, none of the miserable, mentally ill trolls and stalkers and weirdos, this situation that's going on with the babies getting their food stamp late, 42 million families, everything that you've been seeing that has been happening that gives you some kind of pleasure or joy will never give you pleasure and joy ever again. Feel like God is taking that away from you. And that's exactly what should happen. Misery should never be allowed to thrive in any situation. And so, when, like I said, when you have a miserable person that can see corrupt things happening, it makes them feel good. Well, guess what? It doesn't make you feel good anymore. When you are trying to victimize kids, when you are, watching some roast video where somebody's talking about vulnerable groups like single mothers and children, Doing that is going to really start making these people feel sick inside, is what God is telling me. And I'm not talking about the sickness that they're used to. I'm talking about to the point where literally they're going to just have to check out in every way, mentally, emotionally, because they cannot handle the suffering that is coming to them. And I will, and you know what? I hope it happens. I'm not going to say what time I feel it happening to these people, because I don't appreciate how they have tried to diminish my power. Tried to diminish my power. They can never diminish my power. My power is infinite. Uh, but then also trying to diminish what I'm talking about just because I said it. It's like it's like the the ability to make a good sound decision is just not in these people. That's just like one of them tried to take credit for the decisions that Donald Trump was making. Now we all know that that is certainly not the truth. However, and really, to be honest with you, what irritates me, especially about YouTube, is that these people have been allowed to run amok in social media for so long, and it sucks that we had to be bothered with these people at all. Like literally, these people should have been out of sight, out of mind years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? But um I honestly believe that the goddess and the God is speaking through me right now. And they don't appreciate these people even thinking that they can diminish what we're doing. And I believe that these people have pissed off the gods. Because, the divine mother works through me, and the divine father works through me. I allow myself to be a vessel for the good things that we need on this earth. And I always will. And I think it's high time for a lot of people to learn the lesson. They need to learn a very valuable lesson about who is God. So I just wanted to reassure y'all that these people cannot diminish my power. Um, I do work to fight the patriarchy and corruption, and I will continue to do so. And it's nothing that they can do about it. It's nothing that they'll ever be able to do about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that that's why they've thrown their life away, because they think that, you know, um, stalking and harassing people and putting all their focus on one person is going to do something, but you can't diminish me. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I look good. I feel good. I'm just sleepy as hell. I'm sleepy. So I'm going to get off of here. Take a little nap. I did get up. I think I was up until like 4. And then I slept until like 8. I had to get up this morning. So, and I've been up ever since. So I'm gonna get off of here and take a nap, y'all. I did drink a cup of milk, so I tired. I think the main aspect of it that's annoying is for people to even try to lie about having that kind of power against me. Don't you hate when somebody faux, fake Foley tries to pretend that they have any power to come up against you when you know what type of power that you're dealing with when you are literally the right hand of God. And that's what really irritates me the most about the situation. The most. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Blessings to y'all. Bye bye.